DJ Akademiks had some comments to say about old rappers. LL Cool J had something to say about DJ Akademiks. Who was right? Let's talk about it. Welcome to Escaping the Echo Chamber. Let's face it, DJ Akademiks was out of pocket. LL Cool J was right to check him. But would you be surprised if I then said, Akademiks is kind of right? See, DJ Akademiks recently had some comments to say about old rappers being dusty. That was disrespectful, no doubt about it. Talking about how, hey, y'all say y'all founded this, then how come everybody else is doing better than y'all? The way he phrased it, the way Akademiks phrased it, seems to belittle their contributions to the culture. It seems to diminish their artistic abilities, because it implies that if their money isn't right, then their artistic ability isn't there, that their contributions to the culture aren't real, that their status as foundational and founding members and founding individuals in hip hop, their credentials aren't real, aren't valid. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. And that's why LL Cool J had to come out and check him. That's why LL had to come out and say, because LL didn't even want to say his name. LL just started talking about how there's cats that have put in so much work and they are vital to the culture. They are their contributions, their abilities. Like they are the shoulders, they are the giants whose shoulders so many others stand on. And that's obvious if you understand art, because it's not only applicable to hip hop. You can actually look at like art of paintings. There's famous painters who are famous now who lived their entire lives in poverty, died penniless, but are considered geniuses, just so essential in the world of art. That's what we're talking about here in terms of art. It doesn't matter what their bank accounts look like. Their artistic abilities, their artistic contributions are completely separate and distinct from how much money they have. That's a ridiculous argument. But, like I said, I said Akademiks was right. Akademiks was kind of right. Akademiks is kind of right in that does matter. So now, while it doesn't diminish their artistic ability, it does matter in the overall scheme of things. If they're broke, then there's a problem. If they don't have power, it's a problem. Because if we look at what's happening right now, if we look about just a couple of weeks ago, I'm talking about the fight that's going on who founded hip hop. These conversations are existing because we don't control it, because we don't have the resources, the money that we should to establish, okay, this is who founded it. This is who's in it. Like this is to control the art, to control the culture, to control the industry. We're not in control of it. And so while it may not diminish the artistic ability or the artistic contributions, it definitely matters in the overall scheme of things. And we got to be looking at that. We got to be like, wait a minute. Yeah. Why are the founders of this art form broke? Why are other people making more money off of our intellectual property than we are? That's a problem. That needs to be addressed. That doesn't just need to be addressed. That needs to be fixed. That needs to be cured. That needs to be remedied. You see, because Akademiks then goes on to start talking about LL. Because after LL responded, Akademiks had something to say. Because if you know about LL's original contract, 10 albums, $1 million. Now, coming out of Hollis, Queens, that may have sounded like a lot. That may have sounded like a lot when he first signed on that dotted line. But when you look at how much money he made for these people, when you look at how much money they made off of him, $1 million for 10 albums, that was ridiculously low. Ridiculously low. LL wasn't the only one that had crappy contracts. There were so many others that would see these big numbers, just like, oh, wow. And it turns out that those aren't actually, that's not just money being given to you. Those are advances, loans that have to be paid back. And out of that type of money, and out of the money all those numbers, the cost of videos and expenses and all this other stuff is coming out of that money, out of those advances. And so while people thought they was rich, they was getting played. In fact, the funny thing is, a cat that taught me piano while I was inside, he was breaking down music contracts to me. And I was like, just opening my eyes, like, wow, this is crazy. Like, and I wasn't even like trying to sign the deal. He was just putting me on game in terms of giving me a complete education on music. So he's teaching me, boom, how to play, how to make beats, and the contract aspect of music. And this is the thing that we need to be looking at. That information needs to be shared with all the youngins out there. The fact that it happened to past generations is the reason why we can't let it happen to present and future generations. We remedy this by taking control of this. We remedy this by using knowledge of what's happened before to make sure those same games aren't played today. Because we need to be taking control of these contracts to make sure that up and comers aren't getting played with contracts with all kinds of hidden clauses and fine print that's actually going to screw them over. And we need to be taking control of distribution to new day, new technology. We can run this shit. We need to be running this shit, but we need to take the knowledge, use the knowledge, and spread the knowledge. So I get why academics needed to be checked. But at the same point, academics needs to be paid attention to. Because while he may not, people may say, oh, he's just rich for nothing. One thing we got to realize is academics knows how to monetize. Academics has shown that he has some ability on the business side. That's something we can't ignore. We can't just say, oh, we just need to be concerned about the art and forget the business. No. That business has a very important purpose in being able to preserve the art, control the art, and secure futures for ourselves and future artists. As always, don't forget to hit that thumbs up, like, share, subscribe if you have not subscribed already. But if you disagree with me, go ahead and give me the thumbs down, but state why in the comment section you think we don't have to worry about the business end of music, content creation, or any other artistic endeavor. Let me know that in the comment section. And if you would like to see another video that I actually did talking about some of the things that we need to be learning on the financial side, you can click right here and check out this video. I'll see you next time.